going to go ahead and get started. This is your 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time briefing on Monday, September 2nd. Situation overview. Dorian is still over the Bahamas, has been for probably 12 to 18 hours, but we are finally getting a west-northwest movement out of it, around 1 mile per hour, but it is starting to make that slow turn to the north-northwest. As of 2 p.m., it's still a Category 4 hurricane. The only changes really from yesterday were that the watches and warnings were extended up through coastal Georgia. But based on the current forecast, which is still just offshore of the east coast of Florida, the impacts here locally are still very low. As we've been messaging over the last couple days, a slower turn to the north, a further track to the west, would bring those wind chances and those impacts farther west into our area. Something new we added for this one is we're getting close to within less than 48 hours of potentially being impacted by these winds. We wanted to start kind of giving you guys an idea of what to expect. So our current forecast is kind of in the range of sustained winds of 15 to 25 miles per hour, obviously with the highest amounts to the east, with gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour possible. And that's going to be Tuesday night into Wednesday is when those should start. And I have to still add the caveat, though, that if that track goes farther west and we start to see that wind expand bigger once the storm kind of grows in size, we could still see higher wind than that. So wanted to give you guys a starting point, but just remember that could change as we move closer to Wednesday. Tropical storm force wind probabilities is very similar to what you guys have been seeing over the last couple days. You can see out west it's starting to shrink and come in a little bit farther east, and out into the southwest Georgia counties, into the Big Bend, we're still in that 25 to 27% range, or that 2 in 10 chance, 3 in 10 chance for that sustained 39 miles per hour. In terms of timing, I'm just going to brief the most likely time today because I was looking at some of the timing, and this seems to be a pretty reasonable amount, maybe even probably about as perfect as I would want it for, at this point, 48 hours out, where we would start to see those 39 miles per hour sustained winds, late Tuesday into early Wednesday, moving in from the southeast to the northwest. Storm total rainfall is, like we've been talking about, is considerably low, less than an inch, even for the farther east. And same with winds, like we've been talking about, if that track shifts farther west, then we obviously will see more rainfall in our eastern counties. Just to reiterate our key takeaways on this briefing is we have our sustained winds here, 15 to 25 miles per hour possible, with gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour, dependent on track. And since that storm is just starting to turn, we are going to continue these briefings through Tuesday, possibly through Wednesday. We really want to make sure that the storm is going to stay offshore and follow the current track before we remove these briefings or remove our updates, because as we've been saying, there is still a chance that this shifts farther west than it is, and we don't want to let our guard down just yet. But with that, that is all I have for you all today. I'm going to unmute you. Awesome. Well, we will see you guys back tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday. If you guys have any questions, you can give us a call.